Whoa there. Let's go.
I don't have to. On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, go! I trust you're not gonna be a gentleman about this!
You don't know me at all, Miss McFarland. Yeah.
Don't look back! I'm coming up behind you!
Are you saving the best for last? Come on. Come on. Come on. How you doing back there?
I have got you now! Yeah! I'm coming, don't you worry!
I bet you're starting to regret your brave words, Miss McFarland. Should I wait for you to catch up? Would you like me to slow down? Go. Yeah. Come on. Come on.
How's it feel getting beaten by a lady?
Come on. Call yourself a rancher?
Kia! Look at that male pride go!
Let's go. Whoa there. Yeah. Come.
Whoa there!
That was fun.
Sure.
You know, you should go pay the marshal a visit in Armadillo sometime. I'm sure he could help you deal with that nice Mr. Williamson.
Yeah, I might just do that, Miss McFarland.
You do whatever you think's best, Mr. Marston.
Hello to you. Well, I'll be danged. guy?
Let's go. Let's go. Yeah.
Hey, this way, friend. If you're game, maybe you'd like to earn a little something searching around about for a few plants I'm light on. Here's the deal. Whichever one of us gets back here first with the right plants wins on the bet.
All right, you're on. Come on. Perfect. There we go. Come on.
What kept you? I made a pact with El Diablo. So long as I keep sending him folks like you, I'll live forever.
Go. Yeah. Come on. Slow up. Come on. Come on. Hello. Hi. Excuse me.
Hey, hey, you got a visitor.
Shut up, you! Now what you want?
My name's John Marston. You wanted to speak to me.
I did?
Apparently so.
Why?
I guess because we're both in the business of the law.
You that fella from the train company?
No, I'm from Fort Mercer.
Fort Mercer? You them one of them Williamson boys?
Calm down.
Go on, shoot him, mister. Shoot him.
Come on, what, you getting kicked with me, boy?
What's going on here?
I got me one of them Williamson boys.
I got me one of them idiots who give marshals a bad name.
Jonah, put your gun down. You must be the man from Blackwater.
Yes, sir. Listen, that dog ain't too bright, but he seems loyal.
Jonah, get out of here for a minute.
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson, sir. And you. Oh, I done seen enough of your hide around here, friend.
I think there's some school children down the way you can go and frighten.
Oh, hardy fucking har. Dickhead.
What are you doing here, Mr. Marston? Apart from frightening my deputies.
I'm here to capture or kill Bill Williamson.
Okay.
Can you help me?
He's outside my jurisdiction. He's in the next county. Of course, Bill Williamson and his boys have tended to keep themselves away from my town.
So you're happy to have him out there?
Well, I ain't happy, but I also ain't suicidal. My job is to keep this town safe, not clean up all of these 3 counties. It's hard enough around here.
You know, I hear you speak, and suddenly I'm reminded of how some of the people I respected most in my life had a problem with authority. What's wrong with you?
Well, I'm sure you and your fine friends have enjoyed spending your time running around pursuing noble causes. My cause is to keep this town from turning into a living hell for the folks who live here. Whole world has problems, mister, and I'm here doing what I can.
Why? What's happening?
Right now, I got the railway, the people who pay my salary, trying to get me to turn a blind eye to them burning down settlements up there. I got a bunch of cattle rustlers out near Box Canyon needs shutting down. Not forgetting the gang that keeps murdering homesteaders out in the back country. And I got a bunch of hoods over in the saloon, drunk, threatening to shoot up the whole town. That's all I got today. But it's early yet. Give me a couple more days. There'll be more.
All right, tell you what. Let's go deal with them hoods in the saloon. Then we'll discuss Williamson.
Okay, boy. You're a persistent little cuss, ain't you?
Only when things matter.
The saloon's this way.
What's the rush? Ain't going nowhere. There's the dumb rat bastard now. Let's follow him. See what kind of hole he crawls into.
Let's go, Marston. I've been after that son of a bitch for months. He spotted you. Stay on him, boy.
Yeah.
Hello there. Stay with me. I don't want to lose him.
If Walton's as bad as you say he is, why don't we just beef him now while we got the chance?
Because that ain't how the law works.
Is that right, Marshal?
And alive, he can still talk.
Doesn't sound like he's a man to be reasoned with.
He ain't. But a few days of my hospitality and he'll be telling me what I need to know. Walton's gang's been growing fast.
Outlawing's easy money for easy work.
Cholla Springs, Gap Tooth Ridge, these boys get around. Walton's the start, but there's plenty more where he came from. Yeah! Hold up, Marston. He must be at the old Pleasance house. Probably best we take it on foot from here.
Whoa!
Looks like we got company, boys.
Damn! Take cover! We'll work our way up this hill.
Paul, you shoot better than my mom.
Marston, I got you covered. Move up to that wagon. Behind the crate, Marston. Smoke him up.
You ain't taking me alive.
Let her roll. Make your choice.
You know how this is gonna end!
Head for the crate, boy. I'll cover you. Take that fella behind the rock, boy. Yeah, you ain't getting away this time. Move up to that wagon on your right. I'll cover you. Marston, take that bastard behind the crate. Take cover behind that wagon to your right. There's one behind the crate. Take him down.
You're a coward, Lee Johnson.
Marston, I got you covered. Move up to that wagon. Behind the crate, Marston. Smoke him up. Move up to that wagon on your right. I'll cover you. Marston, take that bastard behind the crate. Get to that crate. I got you covered. Watch out for that bastard behind the rock. I got you. Make a move for that boulder. Watch out for that sticky bastard behind the outhouse. Jesus, well, you better be in peace. Good. Now move up to the outhouse, Marston.
You ain't that tough, Walton!
Somebody, goddammit! He's bolting! Try to take him alive! I want that bastard in front of a judge!
What have we got here?
Walton, your killing days are over. It'll be trial and the rope for you.
Not a bad shot, Mr. Marston. Why don't you check in with me next time you're in town?
I don't want to be no policeman, Marshal.
Nor did I, my friend. I can promise you that. I'll see you soon, Mr. Marston.
Come on. Oh, now.
Excuse me, mister.
Mr. Marston, how are you?
Good, Miss McFarland. How are you?
I'm well. Would you mind riding with me to Armadillo? I've got to get some supplies and I could do with the company.
Of course.
You can take the reins. It wouldn't do for a terrifying bounty hunter such as yourself to be seen driven around by a woman. Hop on up, Mr. Marston. What exactly are you waiting for? You're looking much better, considering you were almost buzzard food a couple days ago.
I have you to thank for that, miss.
So do tell me, have you needlessly risked your life since we last spoke?
No, miss, I have not.
Well, that's a relief. Perhaps there's hope for you yet.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Oh, there's always hope, Mr. Marston. You can't be a rancher in this kind of country if you don't believe that.
An admirable attitude, miss.
I suppose so. I can't think of any other way to stay sane, to be frank. What about you? Have you ever given up hope altogether?
Hope hasn't really entered into it. It's not really something I think about.
A peculiar outlook. I can't really say I understand you.
I can't always say I do either.
Oh, don't be so deliberately enigmatic.
I'm not, miss.
Yes, you are. You are being deliberately obscure as a substitute for having a personality.
I just know there are two theories to arguing with women, and neither one works.
I'm not even going to dignify that gibberish with a response. How are you today? I always enjoy a trip to Armadillo.
Sure is a pleasant journey.
It used to be such a nice town before that gang started helling around the place, causing all that trouble, shaking down the local merchants, kidnapping, and worse.
That's what I heard.
It's a terrible shame, if you ask me, and there's not a man with the gravel in his gizzard to stand up to them.
What about the marshal?
Well, he's doing what he can with what he's been given, I suppose. So this is Armadillo. Manhattan it is not, but it does okay for us. Most important thing for you right now is getting yourself into Dr. Johnson's office to purchase some medicine. The first one's on me.
Thank you, miss. I'll pay you back.
I'm sure you shall. The doc's a good fellow. He saved your life, so be polite to him. Meet me in front of the general store when you're done.
How would Armadillo get...
Hey, mister.
I got stock of them electric belts if you need to lose weight. Good to see you again.
Well, thanks for driving me. It was nice to be able to enjoy the view for once, and a little company never hurts now and again.
You're more than welcome, miss. Least I can do. Thank you for the medicine.
Why don't you have a look around Armadillo? You can always take a stagecoach back to the ranch later.
I might just do that. Travel safely, miss.
Try not to get yourself shot. I won't be around to save you this time.
Never lie yet. Everyone get away!
You rotten son of a bitch! Help! Someone!
What the hell are you doing?
Well, hello. That storm all but ruined the crop. Hello.
Mr. Marston, I've been hearing about your plans.
Have you, Miss McFarland?
Yes, from Lee Johnson. To settle here and build a life for yourself.
I'm afraid those aren't my plans. See, I already have a life. Well, I had one, and I'm trying to reclaim it. Or maybe what you could say is that I had two, and I'm trying to end one of them so the other can survive.
You do so love to talk in riddles, Mr. Marston. Do you do that, I wonder, as a substitute for having anything interesting to say?
Probably, Miss McFarland.
Oh, call me Bonnie, you fool. Call me Bonnie.
Miss McFarland, I'm married. I have a son. I had a daughter, but she died. Years before that, I rode in a gang. We robbed banks, trains, held people ransom. We killed people we didn't like. Bill Williamson was in that gang. Now, if I don't capture my former brother in arms, great harm will befall my family. Now, I don't suppose any of this is very interesting to you, but I hope it explains why I wasn't so eager to talk about it.
No, I do understand. I had no idea. You poor man.
Even in this new country, memories don't really fade. My father was an illiterate Scot born on the boat into New York. He never saw his homeland, but to hear him talk about it, you'd imagine he only ever ate haggis and wore a kilt. And he hated the English for what they had done to his great-grandparents that he'd never met. People don't forget. Nothing gets forgiven.
That's true, especially when it comes to money. And you know, even now, after all his labors, my father's debts are still terrible. I worry every day about us losing the ranch. It would kill him.
My father died when I was 8 years old. His eyes were, well, Let's just say he was blinded in a bar fight south of Chicago. My mother died during childbirth. She was a prostitute, and he was her... Well, I don't know what he was. So I was sent off to an orphanage and ran away and fell in with a gang.
My word. What a difficult life you've lived.
The leader of the gang taught me how to read. Taught me how to see all that was good in the world. He was a great man in a way.
But you killed people.
Sure. And I've suffered for it. And that's the life I left, or tried to leave. Said too much, Bonnie. I'm an uneducated killer, sent here to do all I can do well. Kill a man in cold blood so that another man may do his part to cut crime in an area, and a rich man can be elected governor on the back of these promises.
Civilization is a truly beautiful thing, Mr. Marston. Listen, can you help me?
Well, I can try. What do you need, money?
No, nothing so complicated. I need an extra hand to take out the herd to pasture.
Sure. Point me in the right direction.
All right, let's head over to the cow pen. It's about time a budding farmer such as yourself learned how to herd cattle. Giddy up!
Let's go.
Thank you for telling me all that back there. It must have been hard for you.
Hope you understand now why I've been playing my cards somewhat close to my chest.
I didn't know you had a wife and child. Then again, I don't think I ever asked. They're lucky to have a man like you.
I ain't so sure about that, but thank you.
How are you, Miss McFarland?
Yeah! Easy now. All right, let's see if you can herd cows as well as you can charm humanity. Whoa there! Come on! We need to get these cows out of the pen and onto the road before we all die of boredom.
He's got it!
Come on.
That's it!
Keep them moving.
How are you today?
Come on.
Stay behind them, Mr. Moss.
Herd the cows down the road. Pretend you know what you're doing.
Ain't that hard, is it?
That's all.
Come on, you dumb heifer.
Get riding them. Drive them this way.
He's just showing off now.
All right, let's move the large herd out to the far pasture.
Go.
Keep sweeping behind them. That way they'll stay together.
That's a big herd for your first time.
Doing great, Mr. Marston. Stay with him. Keep that herd
Keep
tough
going,
now.
Mr. Marston.
Bunny's gonna love this. Watch for the runner. Keep him tight now.
Nearly there, Mr. Marston.
You're not bad with the herd. Ranching might be your true calling, Mr. Marston. Either that or you were a cow in a past life.
Thank you, Miss McFarland.
I'll see you later. I have work to do back at the ranch.
Come on. Let's go.
Hello.
Slow it up now. Let's go.
Hola.
Come on. Whoa.
That big mountain line down.
Yeah.
Well, hello, Mr. Marston. How are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Did you meet my father? John Marston, this is my father, Drew McFarland.
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Marston. Please. So, my daughter informs me that you're here on some secret mission to remove some undesirables from the county.
Something like that. I'm grateful for the hospitality, sir.
Well, you know, we've lived here for 30 years now. Came here from the east. The land had never been settled. For 10 years, we fought the Indians. Tough men. Then we had outlaws, and we had drought, and we had smallpox, terrible winters, cholera. I buried more of my children than I raised.
Sorry to hear that, sir.
I've seen strong men wither and die under that unforgiving sun. That whole herds of cattle take sick and die. But I've never once doubted my life here.
No, sir.
When I hear about this so-called federal government sending out agents to covertly murder and control people, then I start to worry. I mean, yeah, all right, Williamson is a menace, and men like him are the plague. But isn't a government agent a worse menace? And all that symbolizes, I mean.
You may be right, sir.
Well, you're a brave man. You're always gonna be welcome here. But you tell your friends out east that we don't want to live like that out here. That sneaking around and spying and secret missions. Right? It's preposterous.
Trust me, sir. I agree with you.
Good. Well, we won't insult you any further. Come on, Bonnie, we got things to do.
Mr. Marston, do you want to join us? It's Daddy's favorite pastime. Apart from political discourse, that is.
What is?
Breaking in horses. Come on. I hear you're a pretty decent rider. For a city dweller, that is.
You're gonna need this, Mr. Marston. Right, now you got some rope on your belt. Let's see if we can't wrangle some horses. What are you waiting for? Those horses won't hang around for long.
You sure have some interesting theories on what the government's doing, sir.
They ain't theories, Mr. Marston. I saw the telegram Marshall got from Blackwater. It ain't exactly a state secret that sent you.
Well, is he wrong? I saw those men from the train.
The government can go to hell if you ask me. Those sons of bitches would steal a coin off a dead man's eyes.
Mr. Marston!
He's right. Now, I don't know much about politics.
Please, Paul, can we just enjoy
But I
the
know
ride?
we're only as free as they say we are. Power's like a drink. The more you have, the more you want. And there's few men who can handle it.
There's certain things in this country a woman could do much better, if you ask me.
I ain't gonna argue with that, Miss McFarland.
There they are! Let's get after them!
Rope one! We'll bring him down together! Come on, don't be afraid of that lasso!
Whoa there!
Come on.
Let's see if we can put that new lasso of yours to good use. That ranch hand said there's a pack of wild horses nearby. Whoa!
Hola.
Go!
I must apologize for my father. He certainly ain't tongue-tied when it comes to his opinions.
And what use is a man without the confidence of his opinions?
I agree with most of them.
And don't even get him started on the railways. He blames them for everything.
They were supposed to open us to a whole new world. Instead, they just opened our world to a whole lot of new folks hell-bent on changing it.
It ain't the 19th century no more, Pa. And I'd rather sit in a seat for 3 hours than spend 3 days in the saddle.
A lot of promises were made and broken. That's all I'm saying. Something our government excels in. We sure ain't feeling all the benefits they were supposed to bring.
Come on, you stubborn old fool. Let's go rope some horses just like in the good old days when life was hard and everyone felt justified in shooting each other. There's the horses. Get that lasso ready.
Rope one up for me, Marston!
Yeah.
Right, now you got some rope on your belt. Let's see if we can't wrangle some horses. Careful! The world keeps turning. Time to get busy. Hello, mister. Let's see if we can put that new lasso of yours to good use. That ranch... Chance said there's a pack of wild horses nearby. Whoa there!
Come on! Let's go! Come on! That's enough!
Come on then, Bronco Buster. Up you get.
Try not to
tight now,
spook him too
Martha.
much!
Oh,
Show me what
shit!
you got, boy!
Come on! Come on! Nearly got
Got
it!
it,
Come
Mr.
on then,
Marston!
cowboy! Take it slow now!
Oh,
Have this
yeah.
in no time!
Come on, let's go!
Here we go!
Let's see it,
That's
boy!
it! Don't give
You're
up!
mine now!
You're doing fine!
It's all right! Oh, this ain't good!
Nicely done, boy! Let me take it from here. You get back on your own horse.
Giddy up!
I think that's enough activity for an old-timer like me. I think this will take the ranch. See you later.
Come on, Mr. Marston! Let's rope another one!
Yeah!
We haven't got all day! Whoa. What are you waiting for?
Calm it down!
That's it! Lead with them!
That's it! Oh, damn! Easy there! Nearly there! This don't feel too good! There! That wasn't so bad.
You're a regular Bronco buster, city boy! Nice work! I think that'll do it for today. Let's get back to the ranch. Easy now.
Come on! I like your father.
I'm glad. He's quite a character.
You have a good life here. A life I want. For me and my family, I mean.
We don't have a lot anymore.
You have enough. It's one that gets so many folks in trouble.
It'll sap your spirit and make you poor, but it's straight, and it's decent.
There's no better night's sleep than after an honest day's work.
It's no wonder you look so tired then.
Some deck must be shy of Joker, Miss McFarland.
Who'd have thought you'd be such a natural at busting Broncos?
That was fun.
I think you could be a fine rancher one day, if you can bear to stop killing people for a living.
Sure.
Well done, Mr. Marston. These are fine horses.
Hey, Bonnie. Amos was saying some horses been spotted somewhere outside of Armadillo.
Let's go, Mr. Marston. We can really do with those horses. armadillo!
You never did tell me why you were never married. Aside from the snobbery, that is.
You sure ask a lot.
I'm just surprised, that's all. You must have been quite a catch.
The fact that you're talking in the past says it all.
No, that's not what I mean. You must have had some suitors, that's all I'm saying.
Some, I suppose. Here and there. A ranch in the middle of Hennigan's Stead ain't really the place to find a husband. Amos, he's a little, well, you know, countrified.
Where'd you get your airs and graces, Miss McFarland?
From a couple of cheap governesses Paul hired to save us from being savages. I'd like to talk about more than just cattle and chickens sometimes, that's all. And after my brother left, it was up to me to become the man of the ranch. He'd never admit it, but my paw's a lot frailer than he looks.
You're worth two of any man I know, miss.
I'll try to take that as a compliment.
In many ways, my wife is kind of like you, Miss McFarland.
Is that so?
She's always been a woman in a man's world.
You don't talk about her very much.
It's kind of painful, but she's never far from my thoughts.
Looks like the ranch hand's up ahead. Let's drive them up the canyon where it narrows. We'll trap them there.
Yeah.
Stay with the horses. I'll give you a signal when we're ready for them.
I'll see you there, miss. Go. Slow down. Whoa there. Slow up.
Looks like we got the lot of them. What magnificent animals they are. Hey, the stallion's getting away. Chase him down and bring him back.
Come on.
Go on, don't let him get away.
Let's go. Easy. Come on. Come on. I got you. Come on. I got you. That's it. You're mine now. Relax. Oh, damn. Relax now. Nearly there. Shit. on, baby. Calm down. Nearly there. Whoa! Relax now. I got you now. Calm down now. Let's go.
Thanks for your help today, Mr. Marston. We got some fine horses. You know, why don't you keep that stallion as your own, as a thank you from all of us?
Thank you, ma'am. He's a fine animal. Yeah! Come on. Come.
Hey, look, Wilkins got a damn tiger up in his barn. Tiger.
Oh, they took my boy. My boy.
Who did?
He's missing. He's only a youngster. My boy is missing.
Where? Who took him?
Them people in the hills. Them hills near Hanging Rock. They took it.
Can't the police force help you?
Oh, they can't even help themselves. Please, sir. My son is missing. I need your help.
If I find him, I'll bring him back to you. Go!
Out of here.
Whoa!
That's so. Hold that thought until next time. I have pressing business.
Look where you're going.
Goodbye.
Not a good move, buddy.
A man like you needs a woman like me.
I'm gonna have to excuse myself.
So long.
I want Jed.
Dark cattle rustler is slipping out again. One of the stories every day.
I hear the great prison
Whoever built you knew what he was doing.
You can make good money for goat meat over in West Elizabeth.
Bunch of stories every day.
I've had a drink or two, mister.
Sorry, ma'am. I'm a married man.
Pocket watch to arrive.
Forgive me, sir.
Got enough church. Don't need yours.
How do you do? How do you do?
Whoever built you knew what he was doing.
Oh, monsieur.
Wilkins got a damn tiger up in his barn.
Look out, lady.
I was told some darn fool Russell spoke up Orgay's Gap with a stolen herd.
Hey, you, the chicken-headed guy, come over here. You
You a tough guy, mister? I hope so. We gonna have a showdown.
Sure. It's your funeral. No thanks, ma'am. I'm not good with guilt.
Let's go!
Let's raise your heart and give it to the King of Kings.
Hey, you, the chicken-headed guy, come over here.
Hello.
You a tough guy, mister? I hope so. We gonna have a showdown. Prospect of dying certainly
Those are
focuses
big
the
words,
mind,
my
doesn't
friend.
it?
Sorry, partner.
It's high time I broke in one of the new whores, I reckon.
That's the sheriff.
Not about enough of your yammering. Try and behave yourself now.
The marshal may...
We'll hand Armadillo over to them thugs.
Dear sir, hello.
There you go. Nice doing business. That's a fine deal.
Hello. Looking well.
A fine transaction.
Did you hear about the savages attacking that stagecoach?
Hello there.
Hey.
Boy, I would like to get my farmer's hands on that soft skin. Been out there before the rail ruined it all.
Why, hello.
I keep foreign and Jewish-made goods out of my store. Help our American families. A fine choice.
Tom Hemmings got robbed last week.
Anything else I can do for you?
Walton's gang came by, robbing and killing. For some reason, they left me alone.
You say something?
That'll do me.
All the best. You know, they're planning on building a rail junction up there.
I tell you, I've been killing outlaws like I've been swatting flies.
You don't say.
Howdy, partner.
Saved my life, mister. Here, please take this. I'm a bad man, friend, but I have a heart. This is dirty. This is a messy one. Come on, let's get this over with. Yeah. go. Yeah.
Come on, let's go! Get him in there! Come on!
Amos!
Hey, miss, I got most of the horses secure and the chicken.
Well, thank you, Amos, but it's the herd I'm worried about.
I know, they're scattered all over the valley and beyond. The weather is coming in real fast.
So what do you suggest, Amos? We leave the herd out there to be scattered by the storm and ourselves left here to die without a livelihood?
Can I help?
No, miss. If the men get caught out in that storm, they're gonna die.
And if we lose our herd, we'll all die, you stupid man.
Doesn't sound like we're left with much of a choice then. Come on, Amos. Round up your men. Let's get the herd.
Dang.
Come on, Mr. Marston. Hurry.
Come on. Come on, easy up there.
That sky don't look good. I'm starting to think somebody up there's conspiring against me. Are you a religious man?
Not in any real sense. Sometimes I tell myself things happen for a reason. Like what brought me here was fate come a-calling. But nobody made my path but me.
We all need to look for answers somewhere. Some in big old books, others in big old bottles of whiskey.
Believing in some kind of divine purpose ain't gonna give me my wife and kid back. The past is who we are, Miss McFarland. There ain't no changing that. Faith is a luxury I can't afford.
We have 2 herds out grazing in different pastures. We'll need to merge them and bring them all back.
I think we can handle that.
The cows get real ornery in bad weather. It's more work, but I'll show you how to deal with them. We're not gonna be able to hear each other in this rain. Just make sure you don't lose sight of me. Watch it in that mud.
Whoa there.
Let's go.
Hurry, Mr. Marston. We haven't got much time. Let's take them over to the other herd. We'll try to drive them all back to the ranch together. The weather changes fast out here. This storm came out of nowhere. Easy now. I think that's all of them. Let's get them back to the ranch before this weather gets any worse. Not far now, thank God. I can't see anything in this rain. Hurry! We gotta move that herd!
Slow down. Slow it up now.
Come on! I can't do this all by myself in this weather!
Let's go. Hey.
This storm's getting worse. We need to stick together.
Come on. Whoa there.
The storm's getting worse. What are you
Let's
waiting
go.
for?
Whoa.
You saved the herd back there. You might make a decent rancher one day.
Thank you, Miss McFarland.
Come on, boy. Gee!
Come on, easy up now. Go.
Howdy.
Come on.
What are you waiting for? Climb aboard. I'm just getting up to speed, mister. When you know where you're heading, mister, you be good and let me know.
Take me to Armadillo.
Don't you remind me. You get some sleep. I'll get you where you're going.
I need to get some rest. Wake me up when we arrive. Leave that woman alone!
Shoot your ass straight.
Glad to be of service to the oldest profession. Look out, mister.
Why don't you and me spend a little time together?
Again yesterday.
Unless you want to start working for pepper guts, you know, John, as far as possible.